case studies, government involvement, and mind control. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Luke 8:17. For decades, governments, intelligence agencies, and secret organizations have denied their involvement in mind control experiments. Yet, declassified documents, whistleblower testimonies, and survivor accounts prove otherwise. What was once considered conspiracy theory is now confirmed history. In this episode, we will expose documented mind control programs, including MK-Ultra and Monarch Programming, the use of trauma-based control in military and intelligence operations, experiments that prove human minds have been manipulated through fear, drugs, and occult rituals, how these same tactics are still being used today. Segment 1, MK-Ultra, the CIA's mind control experiment. One of the most well-documented mind control projects in history is MK-Ultra, a program run by the CIA from the 1950s through the 1970s, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Ephesians 5:11. This program was designed to break and reprogram human minds through extreme trauma, use drugs like LSD, hypnosis, and electroshock therapy to alter thoughts and personalities, create controllable assassins, spies, and sleeper agents, silence whistleblowers and dissidents. One of the most famous MK-Ultra survivors, Kathy O'Brien, claims that from childhood, she was subjected to torture, abuse, and programming by elite politicians and intelligence handlers. Her account aligns with other declassified documents, proving that mind control was a real and funded project. Even after MK-Ultra was shut down, its methods were absorbed into other intelligence programs, Hollywood, and mass psychological operations. Segment 2, Monarch Programming, creating a controlled society. While MK-Ultra was primarily a CIA operation, Monarch Programming became the hidden extension of it, used in entertainment, politics, and elite circles. This trauma-based conditioning method is structured to split personalities to create alters or alternative identities that can be controlled. Use symbolism like monarch butterflies, cages, masks, and checkerboard floors to reinforce programming. Train individuals to obey commands triggered by specific words, colors, or sounds. Control celebrities, influencers, and even politicians to spread an agenda. One chilling case is Britney Spears, whose infamous breakdowns and robotic behavior have led many to believe she was under Monarch Programming. Publicly, she has spoken about voices in her head and handlers controlling her life. This pattern is repeated with many Hollywood stars who suddenly spiral out of control. The question is, were they breaking free? Segment 3, the use of mind control in government and military operations. Mind control was not just used on individuals, it was weaponized for warfare and intelligence purposes. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Some well-known government programs include Project Bluebird and Artichoke, early CIA mind control tests before MK-Ultra. Operation Mockingbird, a psychological operation where the CIA controlled media narratives. The Montauk Project, a rumored government experiment involving time travel, mind manipulation, and trauma-based conditioning. The Phoenix Program, a Vietnam-era military operation where psychological warfare was used to break the minds of enemy prisoners. These programs blur the line between science fiction and reality, but the proof is in the declassified files. The U.S. government actively pursued and tested these methods. Segment 4. Are these tactics still being used today? While many believe these mind control projects ended decades ago, the reality is that they evolved. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Revelation 13:14. Today we see similar tactics being used in mass media and entertainment, subliminal programming, trauma narratives, and repetition of fear-based messaging, psychological warfare in society, lockdowns, fear-mongering, and social conditioning, AI-driven control, the use of digital algorithms to predict and influence behavior, human augmentation experiments, the push toward transhumanism and merging the human mind with machines. The difference? Instead of targeting individuals in secret experiments, they are now influencing the entire world through technology. Segment 5: How to protect yourself from psychological warfare. As believers, we are not defenseless against these mind control tactics. God has given us wisdom and authority over deception. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Romans 12:2. How to guard your mind. Limit exposure to mass media manipulation. Be aware of the influence of movies, music, and social media. Be discerning about government narratives. Not everything presented as truth is reality. Pray for wisdom and spiritual protection. Mind control is not just psychological, it has a spiritual component. Expose deception. When we bring lies into the light, they lose their power. The enemy has always sought to control and manipulate the minds of people, but God has given us the ability to discern truth, reject deception, and stand firm in faith. If we understand the past, we can recognize the same patterns happening today. In the next standalone episode, we will dive deep into the hidden symbolism, triggers, and mass programming tactics used to shape public perception. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Ephesians 6:13. Subscribe, stay watchful, and prepare. The truth is out there.